right, Scorpio, what is good? Welcome to your January reading. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate with you, it was meant for someone else. If it resonates with you, you'll know it in your heart. Okay, let's get into it. So, coming in quick with the new beginnings. I feel like you guys just want to take flight, like just take off. And that's great, but we need to pause for a minute, okay? So we're starting with new beginnings, which is great. It's like you guys can feel the new energy coming in. You're like, I'm here for it. I'm here for what 2021 has in store for me. You know, good thing. You know, we're stepping off with the wisdom we acquired in the past year, in the past years of our life, and we're going forward. We're going forward to integrate everything we've learned, to plant our seeds, to cultivate our garden, get these flowers blooming. But we need to step back for a minute, you know. I see that you guys are celebrating new beginnings with the people around you. You know, it's feeding your heart, got the love going around. It's like, hell yeah, new beginnings. I feel you guys. Then we also have success. So like, it's like you've been trying to get to this place for a while, and now you're like celebrating like this new field you have to play on. It's a good thing, and it's over the mental realm. So it's like you got to where you wanted to be. You can do this. It's building your mental strength, building your mental clarity for what you need to do going forward. But it's important to take with you everything you've learned in the past, because things will still come up, especially in this month, trying to test you, trying to get you to go back into old ways, trying to make sure you're going in the right direction. And these things are all coming to test you. They're not to disturb you or just deter you from, you know, making the world your playground. Go for it. But just slow down a little bit. We have wisdom next, which is integrating, like I was just talking about, integrating the wisdom, integrating everything that you've learned before and using that as you go forward. So like everything we go through just builds this book of wisdom that we hold metaphorically within ourselves. So rely on that, okay? Rely on your intuition. Rely on the mistakes you've made in the past. Don't make those again. You know, keep going forward. Trust yourself. And this wisdom will be needed because we have some deception and envy. So either you are comparing yourself to other people, or there is some deception going on, some sneaky stuff, okay? Use your third eye to discern what is true and what is not. How can you make the best decisions? Who is going to support you? You know, choose wisely. Choose wisely what you keep in your counsel. Choose wisely what tools you use. All of the above, okay? It's going to take, it is going to take all the wisdom you've built in the past to go forward. Like I said, we're not making the same mistakes. We're not being deceived. We're going forward. We're strong in ourselves. We're not comparing ourselves to other people. And this also kind of brings in financial and material changes. So there is some sort of disruption with the way you're making money, or your material items or things. You might be clearing space, clearing your items out, making room for the new to come in. Or you might be choosing a new way to make money or refining the way you already make money. So be prepared for that. And we have disruption, which comes after the financial material changes, which makes me think there is some sort of change in your belongings or in the way you acquire money. So these, like I said, this is coming to test you. This is coming to test your foundations. This is coming to test your solidity in yourself, the reasons for what you're doing and why. So be strong in that, be firm in that, know what you're doing and why, but also slow down to confirm and clarify for yourself what you're doing and why. Even write it down. maybe tell somebody, you know, speak about it. Why am I doing this and what for? You know, get clear on your intentions, feel it in your heart, use your heart to discern what is for you and what you're doing and your why. The why is the main thing here. Why are you doing what you're doing? That should be the force that propels you forward. Nothing else. Not to compete with others. This is all a you thing, okay? Get clear on your why. And if your why is clear, if you clarify this within yourself, we're building our spiritual strength. So this is like whatever comes my way, whatever's coming in to disrupt myself, you know, disrupt my flow. It's building your spiritual strength. Also discerning what is for you, what do you want in your life, what do you want out of life. Get clear on that, and that will propel you forward. Your soul has been through so much, and it is strong. It can get you through anything else, and it seems like you know that, you know, like you understand that the disruptions that come your way are here to build your strength, you know, give you more wisdom going forward, right? We're growing and we're learning as we're growing. And then we have prosperity begins. So this will start taking shape in the physical. The seeds you've been planting might start sprouting. You'll start seeing rewards for your efforts, whether that be through money, through relationships, through, you know, your career, your status, whatever it might be. You're seeing your seeds take form as blossoming plants now, you know. And then we have the third eye chakra, which comes in with like the deception and envy. You're getting clear on what is true to you, what is right for you, and being able to see, you know, with your third eye, with your imagination. I feel like in this reading, the cards are flying out of my hands. I don't know what this is about, but there's a lot of fast moving. It feels like it's fast moving and kind of slippery. So be careful. It is a slippery, fast slope. I warned you in the beginning, be careful this month. So this also is good to get clear on your visions, you know, on your visions for yourself in the future. The ideas you have, how can you ground them into the physical in the best way possible, the most efficient way, working smarter, not harder, right? We are grounding our ideas, our guidance. We're relying on ourself and our own internal guidance system, our own internal strength, that spiritual strength, that mental strength, that emotional strength, all the strength we've been building, we can rely on it now to guide us. So use your third eye, you know, use your intuition, not only to fuel your ideas, but to figure out what's best for you and what's just not going to work this year. And then we have victory and success. So victory and success in the spiritual realm, and this is like tapping into that third eye. So you will have success in your third eye. Follow those ideas you get. You know, those are like gifts. The ideas you get, they're gifts to, you know, get you going, to give you something to like a platform to jump off of. You know, so take those ideas and run with them. But make sure you're solid in why you're enacting those ideas, what you're doing. Like I said, moving smarter, not harder. But victory and success, good stuff. And this is after we're seeing our seeds take shape, figuring out our next steps forward. And then we have sacrifice. So the most powerful achievements usually come through sacrifice. Okay, this is also figuring out what works best for us, what doesn't, and being able to let go of the things that aren't working for us. Being able to let them go, because that extra weight is dragging you back, okay? Like, we need to let them go. Because the more space we clear in our life in all aspects, the more room we have to grow. So knowing that these sacrifices you're making by clearing the space, by surrendering, by letting go of the old, you're making space for a whole new thing to take shape, and you're not seeing it yet. So make those sacrifices. Clear out the old. You don't need it. And then we have material and spiritual prosperity, and this is in the physical. So this will show that clearing those space, making those sacrifices will actually have physical results. You'll see it in your mentality, in your spirituality, just like in the way opportunities come to you, in the way things work out for you, and in your finances and the people around you, you know, the material world. So make those sacrifices, clear that space, slow it down a little bit though, and get clear on your why, what you're doing and why. And this is where the why is important. We're following our passions, right? We're following those ideas from our third eye, from the wisdom of our past, and we're going forward with the passion. That should fuel our why. Whatever lights that spark within us gets, I've almost dropped every card. Slippery, I'm telling you guys. Yes, so your passion should be, like, this month is about getting clear on what you're doing and why. I don't even know how many times I've said it, but passion ignited. And this is like, your soul will thank you for recognizing your passion and taking action on your passions. So get clear with yourself. Like, what makes me excited? What makes me passionate? What am I passionate about? How can I do this in my day-to-day life, you know? Okay, and then we have two spirit animals for the month, and they go together so well. It's like we're coming full circle here, so let me get into it. The first one we have is the fish. So this is restlessness, change of focus, being lost in the current, like I was talking about with that fast, like kind of slippery, like we got to be careful here month. The fish, okay? So this is like getting too lost in the current of life, getting too lost in competition. You're not really clear on your why. You're just going straight for the current and you're like, I don't even know where this takes me. Get clear with yourself. Don't just hop into a current and go full speed without getting clear on why you're doing it, okay? So if you take the time to set clear goals, set your intentions for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, you will find that everything goes a lot more peacefully, a lot more calmly, rather than just charging forward, okay? And then we have the sea serpent, which is like an enlightened fish, okay? We're becoming enlightened fish here, people. So this is the energy of expression. This is healing emotional wounds, so like healing the past and being okay with letting go of it, right? We don't have to hold on to the past. We don't have to bring that with us into the future. Nobody wants those heavy emotions, those heavy problems, right? It doesn't always have to be a problem. We can just simmer it down. So it always helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. This is about moving in healthy currents, not just picking one that we see right off the bat and just swimming full speed into it, right? We're picking them wisely. And this is following what we desire most, following our hearts. And if we pick a current that, fits us best, you'll find everything else in your life going more harmoniously than it was before. So, like I said, okay, yeah, it'll feed all these other parts of our life. We loosen the grip of self-judgment. We let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our life, and in other places it floods. So we must get clear on our intentions. We must follow our creative impulses, the impulses of our heart, our passion, that spark. Or else, the more you avoid it, the more you avoid clearing out the old, picking your new intended, desired direction, then things will become a lot more unclear. So set your intentions, get clear on them at at the start. We don't have time to change it up later, okay? Like, it's going to make things a lot more messy if you just set off in a direction and run, rather than getting clear on what you're doing and why. Okay, guys. Slow down this month, okay? I'm serious, like, slow down, okay? Use your best judgment, use all the wisdom that you've acquired throughout the past year, throughout the past years of your life, to make the best decisions that, you know, safeguard your future, that follow your passion. And that's pretty much all, folks. Okay, goodbye.